Hello, Idiotic Mage here. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I've had some internet problems, so it took me a while to get that sorted out. But in the meantime, I have done a lot of strip mining down here. Managed to get a fair bit of resources from this. I've been going along all along, 4 spaces in between each torch, all the torches on the left, and as soon as I hit lava I break it off, so then I can walk right up to the end and get the lava later on when I get either tin cans or pumps or something. So each one you can walk right up to it without fear of burning. And I've also, as you can see, I've got a lot of waypoints here. I've done a fair bit of exploring while not being able to upload, and I found a couple of dungeons. They're kind of easy access from the surface, and they have a couple of spawners in them. I found 2 of those. Found a good amount of great wood trees and silverwood trees, which I'm going to leave alone for now because I want to use what's called a grafter. I'll show you the recipe now. Graft, there we go. A grafter, so you've got a bronze, a stick and a stick, and that means that you can, if you use that on the leaves, you'll get a sapling for every leaf. I'm not sure if it works with the Thorncraft trees, but I want to make one before I actually take those trees down, so I can grow as many as possible. There's a spider spawner over there. What's behind there? Oh, I found 2 villages. One managed to spawn in a bit of water, which means that the doors for the villagers' houses are too high for the villagers to leave the house. So in every house that has villagers in them, there's generally 3 or 4, so that'll be good for breeding them. And there's another one over this way, which was just on a flat area, so I was able to block the villagers in over there. There's also a lot of red cobblestone. It's kind of like a desert place, and red cobblestone is useful for the industrial electrolyzer, I think. Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, you can make clay with water. That's good. Interesting. Smelting into red rock. Red rock dust in the pulverizer. And what does this do? In the industrial centrifuge you'll get calcite dust, flint dust, clay dust. That's a decent haul. Right. As you can see here, I've made a couple of changes in here. This is just a computer. I'm using a tutorial program I downloaded to learn a bit. Here we have my Apurus chest because I found a couple of hives. In one of the villages, I found 2 marshy queens and drones as well. Unfortunately, I've managed to breed them into... Well, first of all, I lost 1 queen because I let the apiary get too full. So when the queen died, there was no princess. So I lost 1 queen and the other became a common queen. And the biome I'm in at the moment, which is... Let's have a look. Lush redwoods is too dry for a common queen. So I can't use that for the moment. And water princesses, I'm not near enough water for that, so beekeeping is on hold for the moment until I can get an alloy furnace and start making some beekeeping items. Pulverizer, just the same as before. Now this is all new. We have an extractor here for the rubber trees I have up on the top of my little hill. Obviously this is just a generator. There's 2 bat boxes here and an MFE to power this, and an industrial electrolyzer. Unfortunately, there's still not enough power. Oh, I must have run out of fuel. Right, we need to fill that up. Let's get some coal. While I was doing all that exploring, I've killed a lot of cows and pigs, so I should have a good food source for some time. Right, I'll just clear that. Let's put the pork in there, and we'll go back down and refuel the generator. Right, so what I've got with these, if you click this button here, it will change. It'll give you like a option. So click there. It says redstone behavior, nothing. I've clicked all the way through the different options until it's do not output energy unless full, and that's on both bat boxes. So this generator is pumping energy into both bat boxes, and once they are full, any extra energy will go into the MFE. And the MFE, I have it on do not output energy at all. And obviously these behaviors only work if you have a redstone current going to them, which is why there's the levers. So at the moment this is getting no energy whatsoever, and I'm going to wait until the MFE is full to see if that'll work. But I think I still might be lacking energy wise, so that's a bit of a problem. Just electrolyzer. Okay, no. Here is the recipe for the industrial electrolyzer. So you've got two circuits of some kind. Advanced circuits are the easiest ones to make, which are just electronic circuits with 4 redstone, 2 lapis, 2 glowstone, and so on and so on. You also need an extractor, electrolyzer, and a magnetizer. So that was an expensive thing to make, but it'd be well worth it because there are a lot of things you can get with the industrializer, including titanium dust. But I need to find bauxite ore, and I haven't found any yet. But if I put bauxite ore into a pulverizer or a macerator, I'll get bauxite dust, and putting that into the electrolyzer gives me titanium dust, tiny piles of titanium dust. You need 4 of those for 1 titanium ingot. So I've got a lot of bauxite to find before I can even think of making some of the more advanced industrial craft things. And the thing I want to make is a quarry, which all of this, diamond gears, gold gears, iron gears, easy. Advanced circuit, easy. Diamond drill, you need 2 titanium ingots, and the only way you can get titanium ingots is through spinning by electrolyzing bauxite dust or breaking something that already has it in. Let's see how you make titanium dust. Either just right, so I was pressing the wrong button. Titanium dust, you can make it by either pulverizing something with macerating, sorry, something with titanium. Scrap boxes, which I'm not making enough. I'm not making any scrap yet, and it's only a 0.1% chance, 0.01% chance, which is 1 in 1,000, no 10,000. So it's pointless, that. Which is why I'm trying to make tiny piles of titanium dust. It's the simplest way to make it, titanium dust, and there's a good couple of extra resources produced by electrolyzing that. Right, so my new little piggy farm. I don't think that's been seen before. And my little apiary setup. I have vines along here. I have a fern here, a rose here, and obviously you can see down there mushrooms down there. So that should provide for a good range of bees, but I haven't got many yet. And depending on what type of bee it is, it'll need a different type of flower, which is why I've got all this set up. But it's going to be a while until I actually get into beekeeping properly. One thing I do want to make is these farm blocks. It'll make it a lot easier to automate farming. But NEI doesn't have not enough items, doesn't have the recipe in it, so you need to find that on Google. I'll just tab out for a second and find out what the recipe is. Here we go. So I'm looking for farm blocks when the internet page finally loads. Here we go. Now this is part of the forestry mod, and the forestry mod at the moment is pretty damn good for automation. I'm just going to here we go. Feed the Beast forum. Let's see. Not on that page. Let's try searching for recipe. Here we go. Anytime now. Now, I'll have to get back to you on that rather than waste time. Going to be a fair bit away from that anyway, because I need to make a lot of open space for it. Right, so I'm going to show you a program I've made on the turtle today. Now that we've recapped on everything that's happened since the last episode. And we're going to go to the top of this volcano to test it out, because I'm pretty sure I've got nothing under there that needs to be kept safe. So I'm not going to accidentally dig into my farm. And if I dig into my mine underground, that's not really a problem. It's not going to be too much of a mess to clear up later. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. This way, this way, this way. Nope. Here we go. Whoops. Silly. Right, we can make that. No, we can't. There's a way up. We've been up here before. Let's just dig. There we go. Ooh, lava. And we have a burnt redwood tree. Nope. I thought we'd been up this one. Well, I probably have and just forgot how I got up there. Oh well. Oh yeah, we have. Okay, right, so I'm going to place that there, so I've got something to place the turtle against, and I'm going to show you what the program looks like. I've called it shaft, because it's going to just dig a vertical shaft down here. Right, so what this first line does, print enter height. This, when I run the program, the screen is going to be blank and it'll say enter height on the first line, and then on the next line it'll give you space to put the number in. So this next line here, local height equals here, This is making like a variable called height, and this function here, toNumber means, well, first we've got the read function here. This is going to take what you put in on the display, and it'll take that and define height as that. And toNumber means that you can put a number in and the height will be recognized as a number rather than just a text string. And local depth is a little another variable, and I'm using depth to make sure that I can get the turtle back up to where I started. So we've got while height equals more than 6, I'm sending the turtle down to 6, so then it's not going to hit any bedrock. So you put the height in, and obviously wherever you start the turtle it'll be more than 6, so it'll repeat this until it gets down to level 6. So first the turtle will dig down, and then it'll move down, and then it'll dig in front of it and turn left, and it'll repeat that 4 times, so it'll dig each side of it. And then we've got height equals height minus 1, so it'll take one number off of the height variable and it'll add 1 to the depth variable. So that means that the height will eventually go down to 6, and the depth will increase every time the height decreases. So then once that has finished, once the turtle gets down to 6, it'll execute this little while loop. So this is while depth is more than 0, the turtle will go up, it'll add 1 onto the height, and it'll take 1 off of the depth. So every block that the turtle went down added 1 to depth, so that means every block the turtle moves up will take 1 from depth, and that'll move it back to its start position. So that's that explained. Now we will run it and I'll show you what it looks like. So shaft, enter, and it says enter height. Right, I didn't look at the height before, but as we can see in the corner it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, enter. And you can see it started already. It digs down, it digs in each direction around it and moves down. That's a funny little graphic. It's actually digging the lava block rather than moving through it. That's interesting. Right, I will speed this up a bit, or if I can figure out how. If I can't, then I'll just jump cut until it's finished. See you in a bit. Right, so the turtle has finished and it's back where it started. We'll turn off creative mode, back into recipe mode. There we go. And just block this up. So let's see. It's finished. Got a good bit of basalt cobblestone and some iron. Not bad. Right. So this program ideally would be used for something like mining. You could, if you didn't mind about building up a massive quantity of cobblestone and dirt and gravel and all that, you could use it to dig out that pattern and just dig out a massive area. So then you'd go here next, put in the turtle on that block, and you could just keep on going in a grid like that to get a massive area mined out. The only problem is I don't have anything built into the program to get the turtle to empty its inventory into a chest or something like that, because I'm not entirely sure how to get the turtle to check its inventory to see if it's full. But that's something to work on for another day, I think. I'll have to do a bit of research and a bit of practice to see if I can get it working. But for now, we've silly. We've got a program that'll work, and it started at 123, went all the way down to 6, and there was still space in its inventory. Granted, that was because there was a lot of basalt cobblestone. If you were digging somewhere else, then you would have a lot more variation or possibility for variation in what you dig up. So you might fill up your inventory more because you've got different items. So if you use this program, which I will put in a paste bin link and put in the description of the video, if you use it and you're using it at a high starting point, then I would recommend putting the when you start the program and it says enter height, put a lower number in first and let it run for, say, half the actual height, and then empty its inventory and then start again with the actual height, because at least then you can go ahead and not worry about losing items because there's no inventory space. Right, thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was enjoyable. Thank you for watching. Bye.